is a very they do a very important role within the masjid.
Okay.
And being a committee, then you get to organize all the things that happens in the masjid.
Okay.
We all take individual roles,
Okay.
and then we fulfill our roles. And so being in the committee, that means that you are committed to the committee that way you take on, and you are committed to the masjid, and you deliver what you promise to your wider community.
So basically everybody got their own roles, and they go to, and I guess you guys, it make you work harder basically, because you guys basically you make all of the decision of how to run the sisters study circle and other stuff. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Naid, are you also part of the committee?
No, unfortunately, I'm not.
Yeah, I think you are busy enough.
If I had a little bit more time, then I would, you know. But honestly, they do a wonderful job.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So now let's talk about this sister study circle. First of all, what is it?
It is a class which we run on Saturdays, and we started with 3 students around 8 years ago, and now we have 70 students in our class, mashallah.
Wow. So you studied 3, now you got 70, so that means you must be doing something right. Is that right?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Good. That's good. Are you one of the students as well?
I've started as a student and became a member of the committee. Yes, when I started about 8 years ago, and there was only about a few sisters to attend, and there would be some weeks that's only like a handful of sisters, some week there would be about 20 sisters, but alhamdulillah now there is like continuous 70 plus students attending every week. Yeah,
because I remember there was a time where you had about 100 students in one class. That was I don't know if that was a one-off, but there was a time where you had about 100 students.
Yes, we do now and then get like when registration time, we get 100 plus students come and register. But obviously, like like any others, like things do die
circumstances
down.
change and numbers change as well.
Oh, so what do you have to do? What do you have to do to be a student of yours?
We start the term in September, as everybody does, and we want the ladies to come during that time and register with us. We take a small assessment test just to see what level of knowledge they have, and then we decide on which level they gain entry into the Tajweed classes.
Right. Okay. So basically, they apply. Yes. So what's the registration progress? How do they apply? Do they go online? Do they go to masjid? What do they see if you want to apply? So say I'm a sister, I come and I want to apply for this course. What do I have to do?
You just turn up on the day, on Saturday. We run the class from 4 till 5:30.
Okay.
So if you come and see myself, Tasneem, or if you come and see Sister Aisha, we do the enrollments.
Okay. So basically, you just have to walk in. There's no official way of doing it, just walk in and then speak to you guys and then just
we want to make it as friendly as possible for the ladies out there.
Okay, that's good, very good. And so now
can I just add to that? When you said what you have to do to become a member of our study circle, you don't have to do anything, but you have to have the passion. You have to have the passion to increase your deen. You have to have the passion to increase your tajweed, your Quran recitation. You need to get closer to your Quran and your Sunnah, and that's all we provide within that. So basically, 2.5 hours.
We want commitment from
basically you got to be committed 100%. You cannot just do it for the sake of seeing people doing it and then just you got to be committed. Then this way you will progress and then you will learn more.
I mean, we do have students who wants to come just to see what we do there, and then when they come, alhamdulillah, they stay there and they commit themselves and they do go far as learning the Quran with tajweed.
We have actually started producing teachers as well. So the students have now become teachers. And they have started teaching in IEC. Mashallah. So that's a big achievement.
That's a massive achievement. So basically, you are making teachers.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's an amazing job, because also all the reward you guys will get as well for teaching those people, and also we're also going to teach other people and so on, and you get more reward as well for.
It is also these ladies who come and they know how to recite the Quran, but they don't know the tajweed, the proper way of reciting. So once they learn, they can actually impart that knowledge to the children as well, which in the families, and help them in reading the Quran correctly.
Yeah, can I just join in there? Because some of the mothers that attend the Sisters Circle, their children attend our madrasa, it works beautifully because they can then help their children at home.
Oh, right.
Because they know the tajweed rules as well.
See.
So it's really been a wonderful, thing for the children, because usually we have children that don't have any help at home at all.
Yeah.
So the sisters who are going to the classes and simultaneously their children are attending our classes, they've been able to help their children at home, which is a wonderful thing.
So it's a good link.
It's a good link.
Yeah, so that's excellent. So now let's get to the nitty and gritty. So what do you teach?
The class basically have 5 parts to it.
Okay.
We do tafsir,
Okay.
which is the tafsir of each ayat of the Quran, and then we do word-to-word meaning of the Quran, and then we have homework for each surah. And then we do tajweed classes with individual teachers. There are 10 tajweed teachers in the class, so
Wow.
they teach different levels.
Okay.
And then we have fiqh. Again, a dedicated teacher is there to do the fiqh. We have done fiqh on marriage. We have done ladies' issues and prayer and Ramadan.
Yeah.
And then we have the 4th is hadith, which we do it from Riyadus Salihin. And then we do du'as, memorization of du'as from Hisnul Muslimin.
Wow. So you're making some scholars there. Subhanallah. This is awesome. May Allah reward you for your hard work. This is really good. Yeah. And at the end, we do have to do any exam or anything like that?
Yes, we do assess them as well during the year. We have 2 assessments, one for Quran recitation, and at the end of the term we do the project work for the juz we have done through the year.
Okay.
So basically we do 1 juz every year, and then Sister Aisha sets out a project work.
Okay.
So we do a project work on the entire juz.
So when you say project work, what does that mean?
So she gives certain questions which we need to answer. So it involves studying the Quran,
Okay.
just not reciting the Quran, but studying it.
So basically it's like a homework. She
Yeah.
give it to you.
Yes.
You go home.
Yeah.
You do your own research.
Yes.
And then you find. So basically, she's gonna ask you some question in the Quran.
Yes.
So basically, you got to read the Quran to get those answers.
Not
from
only
the Quran.
read the Quran, but also go on to various books. And now these days you Google everything,
Yeah.
and then you find out relevant hadith and relevant other. For example, if we take one ayat and do about it, then we do the reference work for that ayat in different parts of the Quran, and then we do the hadith as well. So it is like studying the Quran.
So basically, end of each juz that she teaches us, and she'll give us a project or an assignment to do.
Right.
So within the assignment, she'll set us so many number of words that you have to put in this assignment.
Okay.
So maybe about 2,000 words.
Okay.
So we'll have to make assignment of 2,000 words. So that includes hadith, support by hadith, and also referencing from the Quran. So it is a big project. It's like going back to school again.
Yeah, it's like university.
Yes, it's like university.
Wow.
work.
It is a mini university.
Wow, wow. You guys are doing some amazing work there. Subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Subhanallah. Can I join?
Well, you have to ask Imam Abdul Basit to start a men's class.
Mashallah, that's amazing. So, okay. So now, what help do you have for non-Muslim, like new Muslim, sorry?
Well, it is free for all the ladies to come and join, and for the new Muslims especially, they can come and attend the fiqh lectures where they would come to know about our deen, our religion,
Right.
the nitty-gritty of how to pray salah, for example, and then we do memorization of the du'as as well,
Right.
small du'as, so it will help them to know what to recite when. And then we do the tajweed lessons, the Quran recitation. It starts from the very basic level. We start from learning the letters.
Yeah.
So they can come and join the tajweed classes so that we support them through the learning of the religion, basically.
Excellent. So, and I can see that there's also a social aspect
Yes,
in this.
definitely.
Because sometimes you get some sisters or some people that can be quite lonely,
Yeah.
or they don't have a place to go, or they don't have any friend to deal with.
Yeah.
So how does the social aspects,
It is quite a popular place actually, because some of the ladies who come, the new ladies, they come and say, oh, we've come because we want to socialize with our lights like all the other Muslims. So it is a nice place to get to know like-minded people, really.
I mean, you have to bear in mind that, you know, in Central Mosque, it's not from only one community. It's from 36 different countries, people. And in our class, it's about 16, 17 different countries. Sisters comes. So we all friends. We all know each other. And it's not only like 5 Bangladeshi or 6 Pakistanis. It's like one big...
So basically, it's like somebody was saying already that when you come to our masjid, it's like when you go to Umrah, when you go to Makkah,
exactly the same feeling.
That's the feeling they get. Like everybody from everywhere and all to get together and work together, and there's no. That's the beauty of Islam, isn't it?
We also had International Day. Like we had this event, and we all get to make our own dishes from our own country. So that showed the different background that we come from, a different sort of food that we shared on that day. So that was done about year or so ago, and that was a very popular show.
Mashallah. Well, excellent. So now, apparently you had a visit from the MP, she Onura, is that right?
Yeah.
And went together. You discussed about issues facing women, and she even went further by mentioning you guys at the parliament. That is big. That is massive.
Yes, it was nationally recognized. It was a very big achievement, and it is also encouragement for us to do more for the community and reach out to the wider community and involve everybody in the masjid.
Right.
And
so that is big, actually, for MP to come and see you guys discuss women issue with you, and then she finished. When she went to the parliament and mention you guys in the UK Parliament. That is massive.
Yes,
but why did you hide that? Why are we not aware of that? We should be should be talking about this.
Chi Anwar and Anne Schofield, they both came together, and basically it's like they opened a can of worms. They've just said that we want to find out the issues here, and they were bombarded with questions and the issues and how they can improve the community and what they can do for our sisters. So I think she was moved by and amazed, and she must have found it fascinating to bring it up in the House of Commons.
Right. Okay. That is an amazing job. That is amazing. But now, not only you got a study circle, you also got a coffee morning and also Quiz&Curry. Can we talk about that now? Yeah. So what's coffee morning? What is that all about?
Well, coffee morning is a social gathering for us sisters. So it happens once a month on every Tuesday. Basically, you come and join us and have a get together, and you don't have to have coffee; you can have tea as well.
Right. Okay. And you say it's once a week or once a month?
Once a month.
Okay. And what day is it?
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday. What time?
Between 10 and 11.
10 and 11. That's once a month.
But it lasts long though.
It lasts longer than that. Okay. Yeah, because when the sisters get together, now we're talking about the husband. Is that right?
Yeah. You have to consider they come with their children, they come with the babies, and they carry on. You know, it's a place you just want to sit down and chat about.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. It's good to socialize. It's very good for people have a benefit, isn't it? So how long has that been going on for?
We started this last year, actually.
Okay. And what's the main objective of it, behind it?
Basically, it's to get people together. People who doesn't know about our mosque, people who doesn't know about our sister circle, they get to come and visit the mosque on without coming on to our sister circle. Lots of the sisters that come for the coffee morning, they don't even come to our classes. A lot of the people don't even know about mosque, but they come by advertising on the Facebook, on the masjid website, word of mouth, and they just come to find out what a mosque doing coffee morning, so something different.
And you, is it for just Muslim or non-Muslim as well? Is for everybody?
No, it's open to everyone, and anybody can come, and it's sisters only, so it's anybody can come. They could come with their children, they could come with their mom, with their grandma, and just come and sit and have a chit chat.
Okay, you had a great feedback a while ago. I don't know what was that about. Have you got a feedback that you had from?
We have loads of feedback. I mean, People gives us their ideas how we can improve our coffee mornings. We have feedback about it's something that they haven't done before, or people that it's a new experience for them. It's not only that they come and sit and have coffee. It's we provide other things like health talks. We provide things like massage. They had the Masjid Bake-Off, and that was very, very popular.
Right.
People bake the cake and bring in the masjid, and it was like a competition.
Right.
So that was a very popular one.
Yeah, I think I've seen some photo of that.
I want to add to that, talking about the non-Muslims, there was this lady who had come for the bake-off. She had come to one of the open masjid, open days.
Open day, yeah.
And she came to know about the coffee morning, and she visited one of the coffee mornings, and she had baked about 2 cakes. So we are trying to reach out to the wider community, basically.
That's really good, because it's no, because that's the problem that some Muslim we have. Actually, we have Muslim ourselves, because we don't share. We got beauty. We got the Quran and Sunnah, which is beauty, but we keep it to ourselves. So this way, you are kind of sharing with the wider community, and also people get to know and also understand what Muslim is all about. Because sometimes people, they see you walking, they see you differently. Whereas if they come to you, if they socialize with you, then they will understand you better, then they will know how to deal with you. Which is,
it is an excellent way of reaching to people, because for the non-Muslim, it's not only about coming to the masjid and praying, or you have to listen to the recitation of the Quran, or you have to say and do a class. I mean, you could interact. It's a great way of inviting people from other community to see what's happened in the masjid. People have never ever been into masjid. They don't even know what masjid walls look like. They come sometime and be surprised that I didn't know masjid looks like that. So rather than coming, inviting them to come and pray and maybe do studies and things, it's another way of getting people into the masjid.
Or to socialize, basically.
To socialize.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So now let's go on our next topic, which is the Quiz&Curry. Okay. Quiz&Curry.
It's quite a popular one.
Yeah, very popular. So what is that all about?
Well, we started this as a one-off event a couple of years ago. And the overwhelming response we got, we decided that we would do it frequently.
Okay. How long has it been going on for?
2 years now.
2 years now. Okay, okay. What's the objective behind it?
Well, our target are the ladies and the children in the community.
Okay.
And by this event, we want to cultivate and nurture the strong relationship between the masjid and the ladies and the children. Okay. And we encourage the ladies to bring their family and friends, so that we reach out to the wider community to tell them about various activities we do in the masjid.
Okay. Can non-Muslim take part of this as well?
Sorry?
Can non-Muslim take part of it as well?
Yes, of course. Okay. It's open to all ladies and children.
Okay, okay, that's good.
We ask our regular sisters to bring maybe a new member to the Quiz&Curry. It's another way of getting them into the class or into the masjid. People who doesn't have time or not interested in class, it's another way of their coming, and they come and they enjoy it.
Yeah, so when people when we come first, we realize that we are missing out. Every time, even when we don't normally have time, we find time to come to your event, because it's popular, isn't it? So when does it take place?
It's once each month on a Saturday.
On Saturday. So is it the first Saturday of a month or the last Saturday of a month?
We usually tend to do it before or after the term.
Right. Okay.
Term holidays, basically, so that we could have as many people as possible.
Okay. So after the break, we're gonna be talking about what you really do during because we got a break in about 3 minutes. Okay. So first of all, what do people gain from it? When people go to your Quiz&Curry, what do they gain? Do they gain any knowledge? Do you do anything else?
So the quiz which we plan out, there's a sister who does the quiz questions presentation, which involves both general knowledge and Islamic questions.
Okay.
And then we do a couple of physical activities as well.
Okay.
That's quite fun.
What kind of physical activity do you do?
So the
do you do boxing or?
No. Not that physical, really.
I'm only kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to blow the balloons up.
Okay.
And then we had to prick each other's balloons,
Okay.
so that none should be left out. But so you have to save your balloons. So that was quite popular, and we had a really nice time.
With the you have to make the tallest tower with the
Yes,
straws. So
yeah.
that was another one, and it must stand up.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to do what? Say it again.
So
Make
the
the
straws.
Oh, with straws.
With straws.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to make like a tallest.
Tower.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And then we had one more where we had to suck the Maltesers with a straw and put them in the bowl. So that was quite popular as well. So we really have a nice time.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of fun there.
Kids really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, because do you have a lot more kids, or is it more sisters that get there?
It's for the kids and the sisters.
Well, okay, so basically it's better that way, so the sisters don't have to look for babysitters, so we can bring the kid together.
Yes.
And then we're going to do it all.
Yeah.
So that's all we got time for now. And when we come back, you're gonna tell us exactly all the procedure and how it works. And also we'll also be talking about IEC, Islamic educational classes. And Mrs. Nai is already here; she's ready. So we're gonna take a break now, and inshallah we'll be back. Jazakallah khairan.
Ramadan is a time of giving and helping the less fortunate. It is a time for maximizing your rewards. Crisis Aid is feeding the poor and needy this Ramadan in over 10 different countries around the world. For just £2 a day, you can feed a fasting person or pay your fidya. Crisis Aid also takes donations for kafara, fitrana, zakat and sadaqah. Visit our website at www.crisisaid.org.uk.
Manjaro's is now here in Newcastle, famous for our unique palmos, sizzling waka waka chicken, wraps and burgers that will melt in your mouth. Why not come and open your iftar with us? We have a delicious 3-course special iftar menu for just £10. Listen in to Newcastle Fast FM for a daily palmo and drink giveaway and a massive weekly giveaway on Jum'ah, where a meal for two including starters, mains and drinks is up for grabs. And don't worry about missing your salah, we have our own prayer room for you to use. Call us on 0191 261 8764 to book your table now. Manjaro's, 10 Cross Street, NE1 4XE.
Problems with your computer? Can't log in because you've forgotten your password? Fed up waiting for your super slow laptop to finally load? P-Formatting, your local IT service in Newcastle and the surrounding area, for servicing, upgrading, confidentially saving old files you can no longer access but don't want to lose, basically solving any IT related problem. Call P-Formatting. For your convenience, we even come to you. Call 074 824 17410.
The Hijama Centre. Get treated with prophetic medicine for a range of aches, pains or illnesses including arthritis, diabetes, high blood pressure, migraines and more, or just come along for a Sunnah detox. Free consultations with male and female therapists with more than 2 years experience combined. Prices start from just £30. You can find us at 2 Shipley Avenue. You can book now to register and make your appointment for after Ramadan on 078 111 64299.
Pizza & Co. is now open on Westgate Road near you. We do Teesside's famous Palmos, chicken tikka hot pizzas and handmade gourmet grill burgers here in Newcastle. Now introducing the old Afghan doner kebab launching this Ramadan at our West Road branch with chips, chilli, garlic or mint sauce. Come in and we'll take your taste buds back to the 90s. We also have special Ramadan offers, any 16-inch pizza with large bottle of pop, $9.99, or any large palmo with large bottle of pop, also $9.99. Call us now at 0191 272 4444 and order now for iftar pickups.
Salam alaikum.
The Muslim Munchkins Playgroup welcomes your kids aged 2 to 5 years old. Our sessions include Islamic etiquette, the Arabic language, stories of the prophets, and much more. From July the 1st, sessions will be running every Saturday from 9:15 till 12:15. To register, please contact us on info@muslimmunchkinsplay.com.
Maida is amongst the Northeast's most fashionable and trendy British Indian restaurants. It has been elegantly furbished to provide our customers with a fresh ambience and a premier chic Indian dining experience with a twist. Our menu truly represents the cuisine of the Indian subcontinent, with great emphasis on sourcing the freshest ingredients. Any dish that does not appear on the menu can be prepared on request or cooked specifically to your taste. Come and dine with us on Hexham Road, Warbottle, Newcastle upon Tyne. Telephone 0191 267 0987.
For phone accessories, repairs and SIM cards at the Phone Corner. For money transfer, travel tickets and passport pictures. For all your faxing and photocopying needs at the Phone Corner. Come down and see how we can help you. At the Phone Corner, 34A and 41B West Road, NE4 9RU. Call 0191 256 8444. 5% off all phone accessories when you mention Newcastle Fast FM. At the Phone Corner.
The Islamic Diversity Centre. Our aim is to challenge stereotypes and remove misconceptions by teaching authentic Islam. We raise Islamic awareness by offering workshops to schools and organisations. We're actively involved in the community with projects such as Help the Homeless and the Elderly Care Project, and we support new Muslims on their journey into Islam. If you want to get involved with this one-of-a-kind organisation, email us today on newcastle@idcnortheast.org.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi. Welcome back to Newcastle Fast FM 87.9, sponsored by Chris's Aid. My name is Ibrahim. Today we are talking about Newcastle Central Mosque and its activities. And I've got today Sister Tasnim, Sister Farida, and Mrs. Naid, and Jahan, and Nadia. We've been talking about Sister study cycle, coffee morning, and also Quiz&Curry. So we were talking about Quiz&Curry, and now my question is, you got a study circle, you got a coffee morning, you got Quiz&Curry. So how are all these activities funded?
Well, the study circle is basically run on the voluntary donations which the students, the ladies who come to the circle, give each month.
Okay.
And then we once a year or twice a year probably we do fundraising for ourselves so that we keep going, right, basically. So it is basically from the sisters who come to the circle, we run the classes.
So you don't have a set fee to say, okay, for this you got to pay this every month or every week or whatever. You just have, it's voluntary, people pay whatever they can afford.
Basically. The classes are free of cost.
Okay.
So free of cost.
All these classes are free.
Free of
charge.
Free of charge.
Wow. All the teachers, they donate their time as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't charge anything. So if you go out and study Tajweed for a half an hour, you are charged £15.
Yeah, you do it for free.
And we are doing it for free.
Oh.
In return, Sister Tasneem puts message on every beginning of every month. Whoever wants to donate, whatever, £1.
Can you speak to her on a microphone? Is it clear? Close? Can she be heard?
Yeah, even £1, it helps. Right. So people donate happily, whatever they can, no pressure. They don't have to if they don't want to. Right. You'll see some sisters donate £10. You'll see some sisters donate maybe £1, but every little does help.
And we use all these funds to support our running of the circle, and also we put in money to run in the Quiz&Curry, and then we do the coffee mornings. Right. And then after all this, we also do creche facilities for the sisters. Yeah. So obviously when the ladies come to the masjid for all these activities, they come with the children. Yeah. And if the children are running around in the class, the sisters won't be able to concentrate on what they're learning.
Yeah, that's another question I want to ask you. So you also got a creche facility for those who have children when we come to your study cycle. Is that right?
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Well, we have 5 creche workers.
Okay, 5.
So there's a rota system.
Okay.
And every week we have a different people, and there is one head in the creche who looks after, supervises basically.
Okay.
And we've got about 30 children who come to the creche.
Wow.
So we pay the creche workers their wages, and we also give snacks to the children.
Okay.
And then they do various activities, so we get art and craft stuff for them as well.
So we don't just dump them in one house.
No,
and
we
then
don't.
So you just make
No.
sure
Productive. It's productive time for them as well.
Okay. So what age would children got to be able to go to the creche?
We recommend above 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So you don't because if someone bring a very small baby, maybe that might take the time of 2 people to look after one person or whatever is 30 kids. So
we think about children's safety at the same time. So.
Right. So what message have you got for those sisters who are out there and haven't joined your study cycle yet, and who are missing out? What message have you got for them?
My personal experience, I would say, I joined this circle 3 years ago, and I've benefited so much. I've traveled so far now. I can read the Quran with tajweed, where I couldn't read it properly. Now I can read it with tajweed. I can help my daughter at home to read the Quran correctly. Yeah. And now I'm involved in so many activities in the masjid itself. So many dawah activities and non-Muslim dinners and many things, and I think it has brought me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I really recommend all the ladies out there in the community, if you're still thinking, make up your mind and come to our classes. You will see a huge difference in yourself when you would come to our classes and attend them. You would learn a lot.
Actually it's free as well.
And it is free of cost.
It's no brainer.
Yes, and we have tea and coffee. We serve refreshments, and it's a nice way to get to know other ladies in the community. Yeah. So I really urge you all to have a visit, come to the class once and make the feel of it and see to yourself how it is, and then join the class.
Farida, you got?
I would say I started from the Qaeda, and because my tajweed was really bad, and alhamdulillah, I'm proud to say that I'm one of the higher class at the moment.
Mashallah.
So if I can do it, I'm sure there's other sisters who will be able to do it as well. Okay. Yes, and it's like Tasneem said, that it's another way of getting to know your deen, another way of getting to know your people, getting closer to your masjid. And just by coming to your masjid, it's an eye-opener. A lot of things that you pick up by just watching other people. A lot of people you learn by just listening to other people, even though you may be not interacting with the session or with the class. There are times where I have been able to correct other people in the tajweed, or even when they're doing the salah or when they're doing something wrong. And how did I learn this? Is by going to the masjid and improve myself. And I'm sure by sitting at home, I mean, how much would I have known? I mean, by just sitting and doing what at home, to be honest. So I would say that if you haven't, please, it doesn't have to be our masjid. It doesn't have to be this. Go to any masjid. Go to anywhere where you can get your education and where you can learn.
I think for me it's super important for a sister to be taught Quran and Sunnah, because the sisters are the one that spend time with children.
Yes.
So one the sister are well educated, we can pass on to the children. So and also the fact that you turn into a fun way of studying as well. You got so many things going on. It's not just come, sit down, study, and that's it. You socialize, you have fun, you have Quiz&Curry, you have coffee morning. It always mixed together. I think it couldn't be any better than that. Well done to you guys.
Yes, for a person who works 5 days a week, Saturday, Sunday, they like to sit at home. But for me, I dedicated my 2.5 hours on Saturdays to go to the class, because it's not boring. It's enjoyable.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining, and at the same time I get educated and I get learn. And what more can you ask that you get to learn about your deen?
Absolutely, absolutely. Excellent.
And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had sent down the Quran for us to recite and understand.
Yeah.
So if you're spending a couple of hours each week, I think it's for the service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's nothing. 2 hours is nothing out of your time.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much for that. So now we're gonna go on the next topic, which is IEC. IEC, Ms. Naid. First of all, can you his microphone? I think you need to get a bit closer to the microphone. You can pull it while yourself, I think.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we got Mrs. Naidia, who's the head teacher of
Deputy head teacher,
sorry, of IEC. So first of all, what is IEC?
IEC is Islamic Educational Classes, and it's classes that we run to provide Islamic education to our youngsters.
Okay, and obviously you got two students here. We got Jahan.
Yes, mashallah, we've got 2 very good students here. Jahan is currently in our Hifz class, and he's doing really well. And we've got Nadia, who's from level 5, and she will be doing the translation of the recitation, which I think Jahan will be doing right now, because I think there's no better way to start any conversation.
Good. Brother Sister, inshallah, we're going to start with a quick recitation of the Quran by Brother Jahan, and then Sister Nadia will translate it in English, inshallah. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودة فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له وأن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداء إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون صدق الله العظيم.
Takbir. So I'm gonna get Sister Nadia to translate it.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may be mindful of God. Fast for a specific number of days, but if one of you is ill or on a journey, on other days later. For those who can fast only with extreme difficulty, there is a way to compensate. Feed a needy person. But if anyone does good of his own accord, it is better for him. And fasting is better for you, if only you knew. It was in the month of Ramadan that the Quran was revealed as a guidance for mankind, clear messages giving guidance and distinguishing between right and wrong. So any of you who is represent that the month should fast, and anyone who is ill or on a journey should make up for the lost days by fasting on other days later. God wants ease for you, not hardship. He wants you to complete the prescribed period and to glorify him for having guided you, so that you may be thankful. And when my servants ask you about me, I am near. I respond to those who call me, so that let them respond to me, and believe in me, so that they may be guided.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, sister. Thank you, Jan. That was a beautiful citation. So that's clear proof that you are doing something right.
Yes, mashallah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the whole essence of us being here is to get close to Quran.
Yeah.
And as the ayah says, Ramadan is the month where Quran was revealed.
That's right.
And it is our duty to teach our children and obviously the wider community about Quran. Like you said, we have this gem and we can't keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to tell others about it, and especially our own children.
Yeah.
You know, if we don't partake this, you know, like duty of ours, we have to teach our children about Islam.
Okay. So when did these classes start?
They started a long time ago in 2003.
And how many students? And who was the teacher? It was Imam.
It was Imam Abdul Basit, yes, and he had a handful of students, and he was in the White House in Granger Park Road.
Right.
So that's where we are, in Granger Park Road, if people don't know where we are. And he was just there by himself, and then gradually it just grew, and then he had another teacher, and then he became the teacher of the teachers.
Right. Okay.
So then it just slowly progressed from then.
Okay. How many what do you call it, classes and students have you got now?
Now, mashallah, we have got 37 classes running. Okay. And we have just under 400 students.
400 students.
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming to the masjid.
Wow, that's it. Wow. So sometimes you even reject some students because there's no more space.
Yeah, unfortunately this year we're a little bit going to be short of space. Okay. We've got quite a few applications. We never advertise. Yeah. It's usually through word of mouth or siblings that are studying, and already we haven't even put out that we're taking applications, and already we've got classes that are full. Right. And it's just lack of space really, so we're going to have to decide, maybe this year we might not be able to accommodate all the students that we have.
Well, if you are listening, I think this is one of the reasons why we are trying to build a new mosque, and the facility we got right now is very, very small, and it cannot accommodate, as you hear the sister saying, we got about 400 students, and we have to reject some students. So this is your money that you will pay to build this masjid. Inshallah, you will get a reward for this. It's going to be Sadaqatul Jariyah for you. For all the students that will be learning the Quran in this masjid, you will get something from it. So on Tuesday, the 21st of this month, from 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. on channel 764 Sky, Sky is TV1. Sorry, TV1 on Sky. It will be 764. So please join us and try and donate as much as you can. So we're gonna go back on yourself. So what's the reason of this rapid growth, do you think?
I think really everyone, the wider community, has become more and more aware that like our deen is not just like we say religion, but it's a way of life. Right. And if we're going to live that way of life, then we have to teach our future generations how we're going to do that. So this is one of the reasons that parents are getting more and more, they want to learn with tajweed. Yeah. Okay. So in our time, we used to go to an auntie's house, and that auntie, bless her, knew as much as she knew. Yeah. And she taught us the way she knew.
She knew. It could be wrong, it could be right.
Yeah. So basically, like we grew up learning Quran and reading it to the best of our ability, but obviously we weren't reading it correctly. And now we've had the chance ourselves to correct our own reading, and parents now realize that, and they want children to go to somewhere where they will be taught from the beginning in the correct way to read Quran.
But at what age can they start?
We take children from 5 years because we have a new beginners class. But some parents, it's up to the parents what age they want to start their children. We used to call it nursery, but we had children that were 8 and 9
starting, and we felt it was a bit, like embarrassing for them that they're in the nursery, whereas in school they might be in level 3, 4.
Right, okay.
So we changed the name to New Beginners and Advanced Beginners for our first 2 classes, just so that the children wouldn't feel uncomfortable. And really, every child is different. This is not like normal classes, like you go from year 1, 2, 3, whatever. I always tell them these are not classes, these are Quran levels. These are the levels that you're at in Quran reading. So it's different from normal classes that they attend at school.
Okay. So how old do you have to be for you to say no, you're too old for this?
I wouldn't like to say no to anybody, but obviously we have classes for brothers. We have classes for sisters, like the Sisters Saturday Circle. So, we have students that have been there from the beginning and they are now 17, 18. So I would say 18 would be a cut-off point for us. If somebody came and they wanted to join the Hifz class, if they were 18, 19 maybe, we would still take them. But any older than that, we would have to tell them to join the Sisters Circle or the Brothers classes,
So what about 18 when you send them to the study?
Yeah, we try to get them to the study circle. So if it depends what they want to do. If they want to learn to read Quran, then study circle. Because obviously we have children of different ages, so you can't have a 19-year-old sitting with 5-year-olds. It would cause a bit of a problem. So we send them to the study circle because they have all levels there, and they can go and teach all levels.
Okay. So so somebody who's 16 can join you guys.
They can join, but again, it has to be that they know some level of reading. Because as I said, our classes have an age group.
Right.
So we do fit in older children into classes that are like, a lower level, but it does, the child themselves feel that, I'm a bit too old for this class and that. So we try to accommodate them the best we can, either giving them tuition so that they can get up to that level so that they can get to that class where they should be, and things like that. But we don't try not to refuse anybody, but try to guide them to somewhere.
We're gonna go very quick now because we don't have much time left. So, what's the application procedure? So, how do people apply?
Okay, we have a form that's available online.
Okay.
And we also have a form in the office that people can come and collect. But the form has to be handed into the office. So once they've filled the application form, if it's a new beginner, they get put on the new beginners list. If they're already reading, then we assess them, and then we decide what class that they are suitable for.
Okay. And how much does it cost?
Well, our fees haven't gone up for quite some time now, which is a blessing for all parents, I think. But it is 250 for the lower classes and 260. There's just a slight difference for the higher classes. Now, this money is used to run the school. It's all put back into the school. It pays for our electricity bills, it pays for our lighting, it pays for our paper, it pays for our photocopying. So everything that comes in is used back on the children for our, like printing, whatever we do, it goes back into the school.
Okay. So what do you guys teach?
Alhamdulillah, like when the sisters were saying there's a broad community of people, like so many different cultures, so many different people. We teach Quran and Sunnah. Yeah. And so nobody has any question about that. So we have children from all different backgrounds that come to us because we only teach from Quran and Sunnah. So we teach tajweed, we teach hadith, we teach du'as, we teach memorization of surahs. So there's quite a lot we do in the small amount of time that we have.
Okay. And now let's talk quickly about the teachers. And how does the assessment of the teachers, how does it work?
Okay, alhamdulillah, we have got brilliant teachers. Some of them teach at the Sisters Circle and absolutely committed, brilliant teachers that we have. I can't praise them enough, especially because they're teaching in Ramadan at the moment as well. First application, then interview. Yeah. After interview, we do background checks. Okay. We do a DBS check with them, which was the old CRB. Yeah. We look at their work permits, see if they're eligible to work. Yeah. And then once all that's done, then we can decide whether they, are able to fit in anywhere inside the IEC.
Okay. Do you do any inspection? Do you to observe the teaching method?
Yeah, we actually have a day-to-day plan. So everything is planned out for the teachers. We have curriculum that we follow, so we know exactly where they should be at what time in the year. So what we do is we check up on them and we find out, are they at the right place, are they teaching, you know, as they should be teaching, and sometimes we go and have a look inside the classrooms to see if they're teaching the way we want them to teach and if they're teaching efficiently. And also the teachers themselves, they will bring students to our notice that you know, need extra help or anything like that, and so we then contact the parents and work with them to give them that extra help.
Okay. Thank you very much. So now we only got 2 minutes left. Okay. So now, as you all know, on the 21st Tuesday, we'll be going live on channel 1, Sky 764, from 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. We will be fundraising for a masjid to be able to build a masjid. So as you heard, the activities are booming. The congregations is getting more and more. So now I'm going to ask every single one of you to say a word. Why do you want people to ring on Tuesday to make a donation for a masjid? Can I start? So you got 15 seconds each.
If you want to come closer to Allah, if you want your family to come closer to Allah, if you want your future generations to come closer to Allah, please donate to the masjid so that we can build the masjid for you, for your family, and for your children and for your future generations, inshallah.
You've heard that all the different activities that we provide within the masjid, and to do that it does cost a lot of money, and we do need that fund, and it's all done by the donation. So without your help and without this masjid is being built, and without the new mosque and this space, this couldn't be possible. So please donate in the sake of Allah.
Yeah, whatever the sisters have said, but you're not donating for a building. Remember that. The building is just part of it. You're donating for everything that's going on inside that building. And my children, these children that I call my children at IEC, because we are one IEC big family, they will be Sadaqah Jariyah for you. So any event, anything happening in that masjid will be Sadaqah Jariyah for you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got time for. Thank you very much for listening. As you heard, on Tuesday, the 21st, we'll be live, and please join us. And also join us next on Wednesday. We'll be back again. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Ramadan is a time of giving and helping the less fortunate. It is a time for maximum